Welcome. So what we're going to go through now is how to use the CAS calculator to get the equation of the least squares regression line. Sounds like fun. So we have two ways of doing it, which is listed out here. So you might like to read these in your own time or refer back to them later. I'm going to go through an example and show you both of these in action. Okay, let's scroll down here. Before we launch into the example, let's read this thing here, which says, you will often be asked to give the equation of the least squares regression line in terms of the variables. This means that instead of writing y and x in the equation, you write the actual words of the variables. See example 2 below. So we'll be seeing this in action. So let's give this a read. The table below shows the height of a child measured over a 10-year period. Use the data below to calculate the least squares regression line for the data set. Give your answer correct to one decimal place and give the equation in terms of the variables. They're very important. That means it doesn't want it in terms of y and x. It wants it in terms of height and age. The next thing that we need to determine before we launch into this is what is my explanatory and what is my response variable. Well, the years, so the age, that's going to be my explanatory variable. It's going to explain how tall the kid is, response variable. So the height is what we're measuring and the age is the explanatory variable here. And you can also see that listed here because remember your explanatory variable, you can think of that as your x. So it's here, and then your response variable is your y. So it's there. So make sure that you can identify which is which. Also, in the question, it says that the table below shows the height of the child measured. So this is the thing being recorded. The height is the thing that's being recorded. It's the response being noted there. So another hint. Okay, once we've done that, we now need to put our information into the CAS calculator. And just like a cooking show, here is one I've prepared earlier. So I just went to lists and spreadsheets and I put them in here. So I just put them all here, I put them all here, and I made sure to give them appropriate labels as well. Once we've done all that, we're then going to go to menu. We're going to go statistics, stat calculations, and then linear regression, a plus bx. So if you wanted to do that really quickly, you would go 4, 1, 4. Whoops, and I hit the wrong button. Let me try that again. Menu, statistics, stat calculations. And I think I hit the wrong button again. One more time. Menu, statistics, stat calculations. Linear regression, that's the one we want. Then my explanatory variable is age. My response variable is height. And now I hit OK. And then it gives us this nice little thing over here in which my A and B values are listed for me. So now I can come over here and I might just move this so I can see it. That means Y here is going to be, so Y is going to be equal to, now remember, is Y is equal to A plus BX, right? So A is this one right here. Now, I'm not going to round it yet. I'm just going to write it as I see it, 3757. And then that keeps on going. And then plus my B1, which is 6363575. Okay, perfect. So I've got those listed out. And then you'd have to round it. So you could have done the rounding in one step if you so wanted to. So because it says we need to round to one decimal place. So that means what we're going to end up with is 7, 6.4 and 6.4 here, because this 7 rounds that 3 up to a 4 and this 5 rounds the 3 up to a 4. There is our answer. Perfect. Now, as I said, there are two ways of finding the least square regression line. We have done one of them by doing it this way, but there is another way to do it as well. So let me show you that. If we go control, add doc, and we go to data and statistics, and then we come here and we change this to age, and we come here and we change this to height. So now it looks like that. Then we go menu, analyze, and we go regression, and then we go show linear a plus bx, and it lists it out right there for you. So as you can see, 76.4 plus 6.4x. So it's all there. So another way for you to do it, which you may find useful. Hopefully you found this useful and feel confident with using your CAS calculator.